Hey, Shira Lazar here, coming to you from Internet Week in New York. I'm right now with Tony Hseih, the CEO of Zappos.com. He also has a new book coming out right now called Delivering Happiness, and we're at the launch party.
Woohoo!
Woo! We're so excited. Hey, Tony.
How's it going?
I'm great. How are you? Big day.
Great. Yes, the party starts in about 15 minutes, and we have Ava here as our special guest, who the book is dedicated to.
How's this book dedicated to such a young lady?
She just turned 11 years old, and so the dedication was a surprise for her 11th birthday, but she's totally the entrepreneurial spirit person. Like when she was 8 years old, she video Skyped me with a business plan for making
At 8 years old.
Organic dog tattoos. And you have a website launching soon for that,
You have
right?
a website. Oh my God.
And then her latest idea is organic chicken egg delivery door to door, which is a recurring revenue stream subscription.
You've probably been a big mentor for her, Tony. So what does delivering happiness mean?
Well, so for Zappos, we've kind of evolved over the years. We started out just focusing on selling shoes online, and then about 4 years into it, we decided we really wanted to build the brand to be about the very best customer service, which is all about making customers happy. And then a couple years later, we decided, let's make company culture our number one priority. And culture was always important, but we decided let's make it the number one priority. And our whole belief is that if we get the culture right, most of the other stuff like delivering great customer service or building a long-term enduring brand will just happen naturally on its own. And so last year we kind of combined the ideas of making customers happy, making employees happy, and we also have that same philosophy towards vendors. And really it's just about delivering happiness.
And some people might think of that concept as idealistic, like, oh yeah, easy to say happiness, but you're actually making money, which proves.
Yeah, so the subtitle of the book is a path to profits, passion, and purpose.
Yes.
And it's interesting because it might sound kind of like this high, really very, very soft stuff, but it's actually backed by research. If you read books like Good to Great by Jim Collins or Tribal Leadership, they looked at what separated the great companies in terms of long-term financial performance from just the good ones. And they were actually surprised by their findings because they found that the great companies all had two important ingredients. One was very strong cultures, and the second one had a higher purpose beyond just money or profits or being number one in a market. So it's kind of an ironic thing where by actually having a purpose that's beyond just profits, it actually ends up driving more profits in the long term.
And you tell your story in there. A lot of times, even though you speak around the country, we don't really get to hear your story.
Yeah, so I guess this starts with my worm farm business, which did not turn out as expected when I was 9 years old, and talks about lemonade stands and mail order business, pizza business, my previous company, Link Exchange, which we ended up selling to Microsoft, and then eventually what led me to Zappos.
So what, I guess, is the recipe for you in terms of making a good business? Because you've obviously had success, even though you've had some businesses like your worm business that didn't work out when you were younger. Mm-hmm. But what's the recipe? Is it all in happiness?
I think actually it's just not viewing failures as failures and giving up, but it's really like each failure is a chance to learn something. We've made a ton of mistakes along the way. I've made a ton of mistakes prior to Zappos, but learning from those experiences, and each one gets you one step closer to where you're going to end up.
So what's next? Are you working on another book?
I don't know yet. This book is just launching today, so we'll see. But actually the cool thing is we actually have a team of about 15 people working part-time to help launch the book, and so that in itself has been its own mini startup, and it's been just crazy, 1,001 things going on at once, and I've been basically juggling being CEO of Zappos, working on the book launch, and sleep has been losing. Yeah,
I do not sleep. With all this stuff, is sleep overrated?
I think sleep is
well
rated, but I'll be trying to catch up this weekend.
So should we do a little tour and bring in the people inside?
Sure.
Okay, let's go. Let's go
All right,
inside.
Ava, what's your favorite part of the tour of the party so far that you've seen?
I really like the button.
The button making, yes.
So tell people about this.
Mail order business that I had in high school or middle school, and basically people would send in a photo, and I would turn them into these pin-on buttons like they wear in presidential campaigns.
Yeah.
And so we have this here tonight for party goers to
nice.
take a picture and get their buttons made. And we're actually helping raise money for Livestrong as well. It just, by complete coincidence, turns out today, June 7th, which is the launch day, is the 33rd birthday of the CEO of Livestrong, Doug Ullman. And so you can see his happy birthday thing up there.
And then this is the part which I love. I saw the worm farm. Oh, what's this?
Oh, yes. I believe
this is
that
so much
they're
fun.
going to be painting during the party. We have artists on so.
See, and describe just to people your work environment, because I've been at the headquarters. It is very fun too. There's books, there's themed rooms. It's very so ordinary.
But it's not really planned. It's really just ideas coming from employees, and really, I think the key is you want employees to feel like they don't have to leave a little bit of themselves at home when they go into the office. They can just be themselves, and that's when all the creativity comes out and the ideas come out. And over here we have the Worm Farm Racing that's going to be happening.
Earth Worm Farm Racing. Okay, and this is where the tour ends. They actually put the worm. Oh my God!
Oh, and you have to guess the number of worms in there, and then the worms will try to. Whichever worm gets out of the red circle first wins.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Check out Delivering Happiness in stores now with Tony. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.